Running a business is one of the hardest things you can even do. In fact, starting a business is hard. Keeping a business afloat in an economy such as ours can be very, very difficult for many people. In fact, a lot of businesses tend to shut down. I'm covering a young man today. I've watched him over many years, almost 6 years. I've been following his business. He runs the most loved confectionery shop in Harare. I mean, these guys, they've got a signature pie. Oh my God. Nice place you got here. So walk me through it.
All right, well, no, the pie is lethal.
Everybody loves the pie.
Can I have a pepper steak pie? Deep in there, brother.
So I want us to find time. I want us to go and sit down.
Sure.
Ready?
That's it, let's go.
Go.
All right. This is a cool car, man. What type is it?
Yeah, so this is the Range Rover Evoque Premier Auto. Every time I show up to a place and I'm in this baby, it's panoramic. I call it the new because everybody's got a new perspective of you when they see you with this baby.
As technology evolves, life gets simpler. Seamlessly integrating smooth banking into your daily lifestyle. Introducing Socioloza.
I try to, as much as I can, to treat all my clients as VVIPs or high-end because of the diversity of their demands. But of course, there are some delicate clients which are more demanding or have got more restrictions regarding how they want their stuff done. It was very interesting, challenging, and eye-opening because it was very delicate, you know. But I think it also paved the way for me to be able to do other people because, you know, obviously with the delegates who attend such functions, they're like, oh, you do this stuff? Okay, cool, we should invite you. So I think it opened up doors to a lot of be it ambassadors, high-end corporates, to even private functions. I thought it was a joke, honestly. I thought it was a joke because they don't come direct. It's as a conversation, you know. So they did come to the shop and they tasted the food and then they said, look, can we talk? And then we went outside and they're like, yo, this is what we are hoping that can happen. So can you make it happen for us? It's like, cool, it'll be a good challenge. Success is a chain. There's a whole lot of other people that are in the background that are making sure that something that you do does work, whether it's your supplier or it's your client. Because the greatest form of marketing that we've ever had, I'm sure you will notice, we're not on social media in terms of the bakery, not on social media, no advertising, no billboards, no radio adverts, because we believe that if you give your best product, people will market for you. It definitely should be the quality, the experience, because we're not selling food, we're selling an experience. So when someone steps in, you feel some type of way. You know, you have to feel like this is it, you know. So the food just complements how we expect you to feel when you step in. Whether it's the smiles, the small talk. Oh my God, you're looking sharp, you know, are you going for a meeting? You know what would go with this? Maybe a coffee. Have you tried our espresso? You know, try the cake with that. They go one in one. You know what I mean? So I think it's the whole package, making someone feel like they are kings and queens. Number one, always constantly developing, regardless of whatever it is that one is doing. Make sure that you know what's trending, you know what's hot, you know what's needed, and introduce that to your people, to your clients, to your partners, make them see that. Number two is always listening to the client. You know, I always like a concept where whatever we produce or whatever we do in business, in whichever of the businesses that I run now, everything is the minimum, and then the client adds on that smile. You know, food has this, it's an aphrodisiac. I've seen someone who's, because of that whole chit chat and all that, I seen guys who are about to get into a breakup come in and buy a slice of cake and say, boss, I hope this works, you know. And I'm like, just throw it in, wait a bit, listen, then walk in, you know. I've seen people who are like frantic on the phone. You give them a free coffee, have this. So I think it's like the response that the client gives. We are on what we call the survivor mode. Everything is at minimalistic. Spending, talent management, motion or movement in the shop. Like we are on a plan to reduce all forms of waste. And I think the most, because of course I'm into business development and training, the template that I could advise people to check out is online. If they just say 8 types of wastes of business, if you manage those, you are officially in survival mode. It's not the time to be buying flashy luxury cars, of course, Premier, yo. You don't need, this is going to be very, very like controversial, but you don't need money to start, but you will need it to grow. I personally believe that with whatever you have at that very moment when you think of your business idea, it is already worth something. If you can move the money first that is from your client's pocket, the money you're looking for is not in the bank because it's just been stored there temporarily. So it's in that pocket. So if you can get the money from that pocket first, you can get it from anywhere else. But what gets the money is your product or your service. It has to be worth paying for. So those people who I feel complain that money is not available, it is. But your strategy of extracting it is what is not available. The best way to avoid competition is to trailblaze, adapt fast, move ahead and stay focused. If you look backwards, sideways, you will notice someone and you will think they're competing with you, but probably they're just passing by. You know, so why don't you just allow them to pass by and you keep on your goal? Your only competition, cliche as it might sound, is the man in the mirror, you know, and the goals are looking back at you. So if you keep focusing on that, you will have no competition. My style is transformational leadership. You know, I believe in developing people as we go to our goal. So I will set goals. I will give certain objectives and help select a team to run with it. But I get more satisfaction when I see the people getting their satisfaction by achieving the goals that we have set. So I love developing people, always. So you find whether it's in the bakery, where we get students from the A schools coming in, they come and they train under the City and Guilds, you know, over maybe 3 or 4 months, go back to school, satisfied. If it's mentor us and the personal development, the people that come in and say, what? I achieved this. Satisfaction. So I love transforming people and seeing them evolve into what they ultimately are called to become. In the first days of the bakery, when we would not be able to satisfy someone, even though you've done everything you can, it was really painful until we discover something. Coming back to that whole competition question, not every person is your client. You should be able to let go. You should be able to say no. In a conversation, you are able to tell that this person is going to give me issues more than satisfaction. I'm not going to be able to satisfy them. So politely, you will decline. And it's something I've discovered that most people don't know how to decline. They don't know how to say no. Or I'm sorry, I won't be able to do that. But the disappointment of a no is better than the regret of a disappointment. And that will tarnish everything you have. So it's like a bad relationship. You say, no, it's not you, it's me. A vision, ideally, is broken down into goals. A goal is broken down into things to do. So if you go into the things to do, you will exhaust yourself. And you think that you've succeeded. But hey, you've just got $1 in the day. Maybe your vision is, I need to get like $1 million. So the best way to win is to break them all down into pieces, chunks that you can deal with every day, every hour, every minute, every second. So then every decision that you make is based on your eventual big picture. And every decision that you choose to say no to is because the thing at the top is the one that gives you the mission to say, look, that is not where we're going, so let it go. So the first and most important thing is to inject the notion that You can be adventurous. Allow yourself to do anything. You can achieve it. You can achieve it. You can achieve it. So that is the most important thing. Number 2 is to give them the ability to set goals. And in setting goals it's into stemming into deciding. We were not taught how to decide back in school. So everything was decided for us. If you do your exams up to O level, if you pass, the system automatically says, hey, see, you're in the sciences. Maybe I want to do sport, you know. So that ability to decide and to be creative within our decision making. And I think the third thing is servant leadership. Anything anyone is doing should be to serve. Your money comes when you serve, whether you're capitalist or you're a socialist or communist. It's to serve. You are ultimately needing to satisfy something that is in someone. But the person with the edge is that person who can do it consistently and achieve. So if children are taught that the next person is where your money is, treat them well. You will treat them well. Because I mean, the only color that's in the world is green, eh? And the green is in your pocket.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Pedzi.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Appreciate it.